stuck. Well, we turned the full 180. Hi guys, in the previous episode I showed you I modified this old one of my rubber band powered cars by putting lots of pegs on the back axle so that we can put a few turns one way, then loop it round the peg, a few turns the other way, round the peg, a few turns the other way, round the peg, a few turns round, and so on and so forth, so the car goes backwards and forwards. In today's episode I've now made the front axle so it can slop around. So what should happen is when it goes forwards it goes straight, and when it goes backwards it should turn. So this car should turn around. That's the idea. So I'll wind it up and see if it works. Right, that should do. I'm not sure how much space it's going to need. Got a fair bit of slide then, didn't they? Put rubber tyres on it. And try again. I've got rubber tyres on the left-hand wheels, front and back. Running out of power. Yeah. Well, we turned, didn't we? Could have done with a few more backwards and forwards to get a full 360. I suppose I could try it with only one turn round the axle each time. That was 2 turns. This time there's only 1 turn round the axle between each peg. Now, disadvantage in doing that is it's not going so far in the turn, is it? So that doesn't work. It needs to travel further in the turn to actually get a full turn. I need more space. Back to 2 turns between each peg. We'll start it off a bit further to the right. Yeah, well, still not quite a full 180-degree turn. Trying a slight variation, 2 turns for forwards, 3 turns for backwards, and see what happens there. Stuck. Well, we turned the full 180. Yeah. Well, clearly plenty of room for improvement, but the principle works. So that'll do. Summary time. What have we got? One of my old rubber band powered cars. There'll be a link in the video description to the original video. It's on my main channel, Grandad is an Old Man. First modification was to add lots of pegs onto the back axle there, so that we can do a couple of turns one way and then the other way, then the other way. Just loop it round the peg and back the other way. And then at the front end, to give us this sloppy axle, it's just some bits of barbecue skewer. They don't need to be quite as long as I've made them, but that just makes it easy. Less chance of them binding on anything. So on one side they're close together, so that just holds that wheel in place. And then on the other side they're a long way away, so that when the car goes forwards it pushes against the back one and it holds the axle straight. When the car goes backwards it's allowed to slop round in that position so the car turns. Now if you've got more space than I've got, you could probably get it to turn quite easily without it banging into the walls like I have. So you could get it to do more turns in a backwards direction because then it turns further. CDs for wheels, bottle tops for the hubs, bamboo canes for the axle, for the cross members and for the front axle. And this is plastic trellis, garden trellis, I picked up in Poundland back in 2015.